Hi guys, today is a video on how I got scammed twice and the signs to look out for and what not to do so it doesn't happen to you. It kind of sucks that I have to make a video like this because I just never thought that something like this would happen to me. I'm very skeptical and I always make sure, if somebody's asking for money or anything like that, I'm always like, okay, no, this is a scam. So that's why if this can happen to me, it can really happen to anybody. And I'm really making this video not to be a martyr or anything, but to bring awareness to children out there that love makeup and, maybe want to be a singer-songwriter. I just want to bring awareness to what's going on. So I'm going to break it down into how, into signs, and obviously what not to do. So let's start with how this all happened. The first time I was scammed, it starts with an email that I received from a man named Christian Horde, and he was like the senior editor for Rolling Stones. So Rolling Stones, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, still skeptical and everything. He wanted to do an online article. He wasn't asking for money, but he wanted to do a slot for me. And yeah, so I was like, okay. Basically, there were article delays, printing issues, and it just kept delaying the process. And then out of nowhere, he wanted some type of compensation or like royalties, not royalties. He wanted like a cut if the article sort of blew up, and then he would refund me. I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought, okay, this is something that's normal. He wanted $100, which I didn't think was that much money. Basically, I now know that that is obviously something that is a scam. So I looked up this person, and they really did exist, this Christian Horde. There's a real Christian Horde that works at Rolling Stones, which is what makes it all the more crazy, because someone is now pretending to be someone else. I went to my bank and I tried to dispute it, and they said because I willingly went through PayPal and Zelle, I could not get my money back. I also wrote to the real Rolling Stones, and they were like, we don't handle business that way. We're sorry that this happened to you, blah, blah, blah. They made everyone aware that that was going on. So, yeah, that happened. Unreal. The second scam that happened to me was through ColourPop Cosmetics. It said in the big header, it said ColourPop collaboration. So I'm like, ooh, okay. I love makeup. And so basically same thing. They sent me an email saying they loved my social media. They wanted to work with me. It's funny to just think back on all of this, because it's like, it's just laughable. And if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. You know what I mean? So they were basically like, pick 5 items off of our website, and then every month you're gonna make 5 posts, and we're gonna pay you $2,000. So I'm like, okay. Right? Like, who wouldn't? Obviously, thinking back, that was a major red flag right then and there. But once again, there were delays, and it repeated itself all over again. The only time that they had asked for money was when they would ship the money to me. I mean, when they would ship the makeup to me, there would be a delivery fee of $50. So I'm thinking like, okay, $50, that's not really anything too crazy. So I did. And all the while that this was going on, I did reach out to the real ColourPop Cosmetics on their website, like their customer service, and they basically said that they never email. And yeah, they basically made me aware that this was a scam and blah blah blah. And then the next day they like put out a whole thing throughout their website and their stories saying somebody was affected by somebody pretending to be ColourPop. So let's talk about the signs. Obviously, if somebody's asking for money, it's a big no-go. But they're getting craftier, if you know what I mean. They're now starting to not ask for money, but there's always a way that they're getting around it. So keep an eye out for that. Also, a major red flag that I've noticed that's going on is I'm very out there on my social media, as I've previously said. Let's say this lipstick is from Wet n Wild, okay? I'll make a post and I will hashtag Wet n Wild, okay? And then I'll notice that the next day Wet n Wild is like trying, to like work with me, and they want to do a collaboration with me. The same thing, like let's say this headband is from Target. It's the same thing. Target wants to work with me, blah, blah, blah. So keep an eye out for that, okay? That they're going through your social media and who you're tagging and your email attached. It's all attached. So just keep an eye out for that. Because there's little girls and there's children that are using the internet now. And I just think it's horrible that there are people out there that are... Okay. So these companies usually want to make sure that there is a check, like a verification check, or else they're usually not going to go through email, because you can't check to see if that person is actually verified or who they say they are. Another crazy thing that just happened to me like a day ago, this person writes to me that he wants to sign me, wants to do, a record deal and UMG label records with Scott Braun, and I'm just like, okay, what are you known for? Because now I'm playing the game back. I'm scamming the scammer. And he goes, oh, I manage Justin Bieber. And he spells Justin Bieber wrong. And I'm just like, okay, well, if you manage Justin Bieber, don't you think that you would know how to spell his name, sir? And he didn't know what to say back. Anyway, you gotta laugh or you'll cry, right? So basically this is happening. This is what's going on in my life right now. Yeah, I'm basically making this video because I just want to bring awareness that this is what's going on. I never thought that I would be involved in something like this, but unfortunately I was, and I feel the need that I have to bring this out there and talk about this, because like I said previously, like there's little girls that love makeup, or there's, vulnerable artists that just want to make a break in the industry, and there are people out there that are sending these emails, and this is what's been going on. So I want you to be aware of all of this, to learn from my stupid mistakes. I will never, ever be giving anyone a dime from here on out. Not that I willingly would in the past, so I don't know what, I guess, came over me, but I made this video to bring awareness to those lowlives and to save you from being in the same position I was in. So if this was helpful, please share it with friends and family. Bye, guys.